Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into one of your body's most amazing manufacturing processes, the creation of the millions and millions of cells that make up your immune system's first line of defense.
So, have you ever really thought about it? Every single second of the day, you're being protected by this huge, silent army. This force is made up of a really diverse team of specialized cells called leukocytes, or as you probably know them, white blood cells.
And this is definitely not a one-size-fits-all army. No way. It's actually made up of 5 distinct types of soldiers, and each one has its own unique job when it comes to defending you from, well, from everything. Bacteria, viruses, parasites, you name it.
So, in this explainer, we're going to trace the incredible journey of these cells. We're going to follow them from a single shared origin all the way to their super specialized jobs on the front lines of your health. Okay, let's jump right in. We're going to start at the very beginning, deep inside the factory where this all happens, your bone marrow.
So, this entire process of creating all your new blood cells, we're talking red and white, has a name. It's called hematopoiesis, and you can think of it as this continuous production cycle that keeps your entire system fully stocked and ready to go.
Now, what's really interesting is that this factory, it isn't always in the same place. In the earliest stages of development, it actually starts in the yolk sac. Then it moves over to the liver and spleen. But by about the 7-month mark, the bone marrow takes over completely, and it becomes the one and only site of blood cell production for the rest of your life.
And here is the most remarkable part of this whole story. This entire diverse army, all your neutrophils, lymphocytes, the whole crew, it all starts from just one single type of master cell. Get this, it's called the pluripotent hematopoietic stem cell. Just think about that. It's like the ultimate ancestor for every single white blood cell in your body.
So, from this one master cell, the production line hits its first big fork in the road. It splits the entire workforce into 2 major branches of your immune defense.
So that one stem cell has to make a choice. It can become a common myeloid progenitor, which is going to go on to create your first responder cells, or it can become a common lymphoid progenitor, which produces the immune system's real specialists. And this one decision, it sets the stage for everything that comes next.
Okay, let's follow that first path, the myeloid path. This line is responsible for making the phagocytes, and that word, phagocyte, literally means eating cell. And that's exactly what they do. They go around gobbling up and digesting invaders. This assembly line is just incredibly productive. I mean, it creates 4 of the 5 main types of white blood cells. It gives us our granulocytes, and they're called that because of the tiny granules you can see inside them, and that includes your neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. And it also makes our monocytes. This gives us a fantastic look at just how detailed this manufacturing process is. I mean, take the neutrophil, your main bacteria fighter. It doesn't just pop into existence fully formed. Nope, it has to go through this whole multi-stage maturation process, starting as an immature myeloblast and ending as a mature, segmented neutrophil that's ready for battle. And that whole refinement process, it takes about 5 to 12 days, which makes sense, right? It's why your body needs a little time to ramp up its defenses when you get sick.
And this just lays it out so clearly. Every member of the myeloid team has a very specific job. You've got your neutrophils. They're the main bacterial cleanup crew. Eosinophils are your parasite-fighting specialists. Basophils, they're key players in allergic reactions, releasing histamine. And then there are the monocytes, which cruise through the blood before they enter your tissues and transform into these powerful macrophages, just devouring debris and pathogens.
All right, let's switch gears and check out the other branch. It's time to see how the lymphoid lineage creates what you could call the special ops of your immune system, the cells that are all about targeted attacks and long-term memory.
So this is the path that gives us our lymphocytes, our B cells, T cells, and natural killer cells. And these guys, they are not your general responders. They are absolutely crucial for creating specific, targeted immune responses, and, maybe most importantly, for creating that immunological memory that protects you from getting the same bug twice.
The key thing to understand here is the clear division of labor. Your B cells, which grow up in the bone marrow, act like these little mobile antibody factories, tagging specific enemies for destruction. T cells, on the other hand, they mature in the thymus, and they are the direct combat soldiers. They're the ones responsible for hunting down and destroying infected cells head-on.
And it doesn't even stop there. The T cells themselves are broken down into even more specialized roles. You've got your helper T cells, which are kind of like the field commanders coordinating the whole attack, and then you have your cytotoxic T cells. These are the assassins. They're the ones that deliver the final lethal blow to infected or cancerous cells.
Okay, so let's just pull back for a second and really appreciate the sheer scale and, frankly, the importance of this whole system that's working inside you at this very moment.
Take a look at these numbers. This is the normal range of white blood cells in a single microliter of your blood. A microliter is almost impossibly small, way smaller than the head of a pin. The fact that thousands of these defenders are packed into such a tiny space, well, it's a testament to the absolutely massive scale of this silent army.
And you can bet these numbers are incredibly important in medicine. Doctors look at them all the time. A high count, which is known as leukocytosis, is often a huge signal that your body is in the middle of a fight with an infection. On the flip side, a low count, or leukopenia, can mean your defenses are down, leaving you vulnerable.
So when you get right down to it, this whole complex, intricate process of leukopoiesis, from that one stem cell all the way to a specialized soldier, it all exists for this one fundamental reason: to fight infection and to protect you from anything foreign that could do you harm.
And that wraps up our look at leukopoiesis. It really leaves us with a final fascinating thought, doesn't it? This entire complex army of billions of cells is in a constant state of being rebuilt every single day. So, what does it take to keep that vital production line running so perfectly, all to keep you safe?